I'm going to show you now an example of gaming in German as lingua franca we developed for telecollaboration exchanges. This was done in telecollaboration with 3DLES in the Netherlands, Blind Collation Union in the Netherlands, Ashcombe School in the UK, and Eindhoven 2030. Task characteristics. In our tasks we included game and gamification elements. We used the 3D virtual world of OpenSim and added an intercultural dimension interaction, as pupils will be playing the game with pupils from other countries. But what do game and gamification concepts mean? According to Wikipedia, a game is a structured playing, usually undertaken for enjoyment and sometimes used as an educational tool. Key components of games are goals, rules, challenges, and interaction. Games generally involve mental or physical simulation, and often both. Many games help develop practical skills. As to the gamification of learning, it is described in Wikipedia as an educational approach to motivate students to learn by using video game design and game elements in learning environments. The goal is to maximize enjoyment and engagement through capturing the interest of learners and inspiring them to continue learning. We did that in 3D virtual world of OpenSim. OpenSim is a 3D virtual world where players are avatars who can communicate multimodally using oral interaction, chat, and some minimal gestures. And they can move and undertake all kinds of actions. Although OpenSim is not a gaming tool, some game interaction is possible in it, and that's the challenge we face when developing these tasks for OpenSim. Now I will show you a short video clip about the task in virtual worlds, the game we developed.
This is a walkthrough of the Quest 2030 game we developed for the TILA project. This game has to be played by 4 users, 2 from one school and 2 from another school. All users will start at the central area where they have to choose the right portal. In this case, it's portal 1. When they arrive at the starting point of the quest, they will find the first gate. Additional hints can be found on different places in the game. After the gate opens, they will enter the first hall where they have to find the first answer. They have to collaborate with each other to get the answers of the quest. Here, all 4 have to sit on the chairs to receive all the clues. The questions and hints in this game are in German at the moment, because the first pilot will be done in this language. They can talk to each other by headsets and discuss the hints they received to get the right answer to open the next gate. The hint of every chair will appear at the left bottom of the screen. After they discuss the hints, they probably know the answer to open the gate, so they click on the stand up button and walk to the gate. Typing the answer in the chat bar will open this gate so they can enter the next area. The next area has hidden hints on the wall. By standing on the plates, the hints appear. Again, here they have to discuss and help each other to get the right answer to open the next gate. They have to find the 5 letters of a word. Every hint points to one of the 5 letters. The next area is built to split the group in 2. 4 plates and 2 gates will assure that in the next room the team is split. Here they have to cross the water, and they can only do this by moving the colored blocks to the right place. Both groups have the same blocks. These blocks can be moved by the buttons on the wall, But clicking on these buttons will move the blocks of the other group on the other side of the wall. So they have to talk to each other through the wall in order to get the blocks on the right place. When all goes right, both groups will arrive on the other side. There they will find another gate, but that will only be opened when they have done the quiz. The quiz has 5 questions for each. They are the same, so they can help each other to get the right answer for all. Clicking on a chair will let them sit on it. The quiz will start automatically. The multiple choice questions will appear at the right top of the screen. All they have to do is follow the instructions. And if they have a right answer, the chair will go up. Finally, after the last question, the chairs will throw them off and the score will be shown on the board next to the ever-ticking clock. Now they can go back to the door and open it, but in this case the score is not high enough. So the ones that have a lower score should do the quiz again to raise the score a few points. Now the score is better and it opens the door to the next area. In this area they have to go shopping. There are some cookers that have recipes on the wall, which will appear when they stand close enough. 2 can stand and read the ingredients, while the others walk around and click on the right boxes. They can also find how these ingredients look like by using the info database on the wall. After this last assignment, the quest is finished and they can enter the last area. All they have to do now is stand on the 4 plates to stop the time. The time and scores will be sent to the database for later review. This game is created by 3D LES for the TILA project.
So we will now continue with the presentation, because this task was played by pupils at 2 different schools. A Dutch school and an English school. The pupils from the English school were all 13 years old. We had 4 boys and 2 girls. The German level was A1, and the Dutch school pupils were between 14 and 16 years of age. They were all boys, and their German level was A1, A2. We developed a task specification template. As you can see here, target language was German, the level was A1, A2, and here are specified the learning objectives. The purpose was for the pupils to learn about the German culture, but also get to know about the English or Dutch teammates' personal background. The communicative learning objectives would be to start the communication and keep it flowing, explain difficult terms, use of alternatives, express themselves in such a way that the others can understand, offer linguistic help and support, and follow and give directions. As for linguistic learning objectives, they would have to acquire means of expression for talking or writing about German culture and geography. ICT learning objectives could be the familiarization with the OpenSim virtual world environment if not already familiar with the environment. Netiquette for web communication would need to be paid attention to. Okay, we worked in 3 different phases. In the preparatory stage, pupils got familiar with the environment. And they also learned the communicative and the linguistic elements they would be needing to be able to carry out the task successfully in the game phase. In the follow-up phase, pupils reflected upon the experience, what they have learned, the difficulties they had, and this was done in a form of an interview with them. Well, the results well, learners were really very positive, and it was confirmed by survey and focus interviews we carried out with them. They were very positive about the game and the gamification element, but particularly about playing the game in German with pupils from another cultural background. They found this the most interesting part of it. And it was also very interesting to notice that not just learners were very positive about the experience, but the teachers were as well. And they were really enthusiastic and proud about how pupils had been able to communicate and to play the game using German as a lingua franca. Although this task was developed for German, the game environment can quite easily be adapted for other language tasks. Thank you very much.